Stock, Fox 40 News.
Thanks, Nicole. The toll of hate speech. Tonight, Senator Dr. Richard Pan hosted various groups with the goal of bringing the community together.
Now, Dr. Pan has been the target of threats before over his stance on vaccination requirements. Fox 40's Sincere Tonsel was at tonight's forum and joins us live from Sacramento. Good evening, Sincere.
Good evening. Now, parents are saying that this senator who's interested in pushing tolerance in the public discourse should start by cleaning up his own Facebook page.
What can we do as ordinary people?
It was meant to be an evening all about words, a forum on how hate speech damages society. But as host, Senator and Dr. Richard Pan couldn't have guessed these words would be among them.
It just seems extremely hypocritical.
When we're talking about hate speech, it's a very interesting thing for him to be talking about, because if you actually go to his Facebook page, you will just see these really hateful comments, people telling us that they're going to kill our children in front of us.
The us here? Parents against SB 277, the mandatory childhood vaccination bill Pan pushed into law last year. They came out to the California Railroad Museum to push back at Pan about the hostile remarks they say he's let live online for months.
This one, your birth was an injury to society. I will be posting your home address as well as personal info. Enjoy.
Those are just some of the messages this group says they've seen go undeleted since the governor signed SB 277. It was a debate that brought in death threats to Pan then, now.
Yeah, like this one, I just wish anti-vaxxers would die. My oldest daughter, Ella, was injured by the Prevnar vaccine.
Kim McCauley is suing the federal government through the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program about the reactive airway disease Ella has now.
Vaccines are bad. They could get you paralyzed like I did.
My son, at 17 months old, he had a vaccine injury. He has vaccine-induced transverse myelitis. So, vaccines are reprogramming your immune system. Well, his immune system got confused, attacked his spinal cord, and did permanent damage.
These families agree to disagree with vaccine supporters, but say the debate shouldn't be threatening. That are concerned about some of the speech you've allowed to exist on your senatorial Facebook page that, is kill the vaxxers and things like that, and they don't understand why you're not pulling that stuff down.
Well, extremist speech is concerning. Trying to patrol a social media account, if you've ever tried doing that, is very challenging.
Pan went on to say he was unaware of any hate speech on his page. Kim McCauley maintains this is just one screen capture proving a death threat lobbed at anti-vaxxers was on the senator's page at 9:50 a.m. Tuesday. Now, parents say many of the comments that they screen captured have actually been deleted as of this afternoon. Reporting live in Sacramento, Sincere Tonsel, Fox 40 News.
Thanks a lot, Sincere. And more than 100 people came out to the California Railroad Museum tonight to discuss how speech that seeks to exclude and inflame could lead to punishing national policies. Now, one example at that forum, one presidential candidate's stance on every Syrian refugee being refused because a few could be terrorists.
Of course not. And to do that is to cave into hatred. It's just like what happened to those Jews on the St. Louis. They knew they were sending them back to at least concentration camps.
Stopping fear and racism was the focus tonight as this group debated how speech can become action on a grand scale. Dave Harsoff from West Sacramento applauded the direction of the forum.
The question was asked, how do you affect the people who aren't concerned about this? And that's a troubling issue.
And back to Senator Richard Pan. He is considering other events just like this one to keep the topic alive in the community.
It's a time when fireproof